In today's video, we're going to talk about Turbo, which is the top AI-based meme coin. Now, I've talked about this coin so much in the past, and I've told you guys during its consolidation phase to buy in because Turbo has had many pumps, but it's had very steady consolidation in these past couple of weeks. Taking a look at the chart, as you guys can see, this was the buy zone that I outlined, and right now we have broken to the upside, and it looks like we are going to retest these all-time highs at around that 1.5 cent range. So it looks like we're going to about 1.4, 1.5 cents in the near term. And I expect us to kind of cool off a little bit, potentially consolidate for a few days at this all-time high range. And then after that, depending on what Bitcoin does, if Bitcoin and Ethereum especially continues to make runs as they're doing right now, we can very well expect new all-time highs for Turbo in the very near future by the end of 2024. And if that happens, where do I think that would put us? We're just doing a quick fib retracement. That would put us in this 1.618 to potentially this 2.618. So anywhere from about 2 cents to 3 cents is where I think that next leg up will take Turbo. So that is basically a 2 to 3x from today's price, right? I think we can definitely hit those numbers by the end of 2024 if all things go right, if Bitcoin continues going up and making new all-time highs. Taking a look all the way back at the history of the Turbo chart, you guys can see it is one of the best looking charts in all of crypto in my opinion. Every single time we pump like this one we had back in May, we retrace, and in May we retraced about 70%, right? But that's a very healthy retracement for almost a 10x pump. And we retraced, we consolidated for a couple of months, and then back in October, early October, we had that Binance listing. So we pumped again, right? We pumped all the way up to that all-time high, and then we once again retraced back about 50%. So 70% retracement, 50% retracements. These are very common for Turbo. Every single time it does retrace, that is an optimal buy opportunity, and right now that retracement is over. So what's Turbo going to do? Well, it is going to retest these all-time highs and potentially break them, right? It all depends on what Ethereum does. And speaking of Ethereum and Bitcoin, let's take a look at those charts as well. And if we take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, this is very interesting, right? We've dropped all the way back down to about 55% Bitcoin dominance now, which if you zoom out, right, we still have a ways to go, right? I expect us to drop probably in that mid 40 range at the very least. So we still have a ways to go, but I could very well see this start consolidating a little bit at maybe that low 50% range, right? If you take a look a couple of years ago in 2021, we had that massive Bitcoin dominance drop followed by some consolidation of Bitcoin. And this happened, right? This Bitcoin dominance went sideways because Bitcoin shot up a lot faster than a lot of your altcoins during this period. So this was about early 2021. So that would be early 2025 for this cycle. Bitcoin made a massive run and your altcoins kind of slowed down a little bit, right? Some of your altcoins went sideways, some of your altcoins maybe went up, but not as fast as Bitcoin, right? This was the period of time when Bitcoin went from like 30K up to 60K. And this exact same thing might happen this cycle, right? We might see, right now we're seeing this drop off, but we might see this consolidation zone right here in the next 1 to 2 months. And that would put it very well in line with these zones that we see right here, right around this 54% zone. So we could see Bitcoin dominance go sideways, and that's going to mean that some of your altcoins like Turbo might consolidate a little bit as well. But I do expect Turbo to break all-time highs before 2024 ends, right? That is, in my opinion, a given. But after that, it's going to consolidate a little bit more before its next leg up. The next chart I want to look at is this others.d. This tracks the market cap of all of your cryptos other than the top 10 cryptos. And this yellow line right here is where I want to focus on because this is where I'm going to take profit, at least that initial profit off the table. And whenever we eventually extend past this yellow line, that is when there's going to be a lot more danger in the waters. That is when it's going to be a lot more risky to hold your altcoins. So just keep a lookout for this line and for this chart. And the last chart I want to cover is this Ethereum to Bitcoin ratio charts. And you can see Ethereum right now is starting to coil up. It's starting to gain a lot more market share versus Bitcoin. And eventually what you're going to see is you're going to see Ethereum start to regain and retest these all-time highs. So once you start to see Ethereum dominance start coiling up a little bit more, that's going to be a very clear sign that full altcoin season has started. And how does this impact Turbo? Well, right now, we're not even close to full euphoria yet, right? We need to see Ethereum coil up. We need to see Bitcoin dominance have a steep decline, steeper than it is now. And this just means that you have still more chances to pick up Turbo. This is the #1 AI meme coin, right? If you take a look at the top AI meme coins by market cap, I believe AI meme coins is a new sector for this bull run that is going to be one of the most bullish meme coin subsectors, right? Meme coins are very bullish, but add in AI, right? Another bullish narrative to meme coins. I believe all of these are going to do very well. And Turbo right now, with the highest 24-hour volume, right? Almost 700 million volume, with almost the highest market cap, right? I think Turbo can very well overtake GOAT right here and become the #1 market cap for AI meme coins. Turbo is probably the most iconic out of all of these, right? It's the most recognizable. And Turbo was actually the first AI meme coin launched. If you take a look at some of the more specific details for Turbo, right? AI plus meme coin narratives, check. Low cost per coin, right? This plays into retail psychology. Right now, it's at about a penny, right? And once the bull run starts, people are going to say, oh, wait till Turbo goes to $1, right? This is versus other coins that maybe right now are $1 or $2 that don't have those trailing zeros behind it. Whenever a coin is very small in terms of its price, this plays into retail psychology because a lot of those people don't understand what market cap is. So they see a coin that's 0.01, 0.02, and they're gonna think, hey, this coin's gonna go to $1. It's still very cheap, right? Look at where Doge is. This coin's gonna be the next Doge. So Turbo checks these two boxes. It also checks the strong community box, right? It has a pretty strong Discord and Twitter following, and also many strong influencers are covering this coin right now, with more to come. And Turbo has a ton of tier 1 exchange listings, right? It has Binance, Crypto.com, Get.io, MEXC, BitGet, OKX, basically every single tier 1 exchange listings. It needs a Coinbase, but the Coinbase is here, guys. Coinbase has added Turbo to its listing roadmap. And whenever Coinbase does this, right, this was done about 3 days ago on December 4th, but whenever Coinbase adds a coin to its listing roadmap, the actual spot listing happens less than 2 weeks after this announcement. MOG was recently added to the Coinbase roadmap, and about 5 to 6 days after it was added to the roadmap, MOG got listed on the Coinbase exchange, and it's done almost double in price from before it got listed. And with Turbo, this exact same thing is going to happen, right? Turbo is going to get listed on Coinbase in the next week, right? I'm pretty confident it's going to get listed in the next week, if not the next 2 weeks, definitely before the end of 2024. And once it does get listed on Coinbase, you can bet its price is going to shoot up, right? It's going to get so much more retail attention, so much more volume, right? Turbo, the #1 AI meme coin, is going to get all of that new attention from retail investors on Coinbase. It's going to be pretty amazing. So this Coinbase listing catalyst is a check. Now that takes us to my Turbo price predictions. Where do I see Turbo going in the peak of the bull run? Right now, let me update this price actually. This was from a couple of days ago when I told you guys to pick it up. Right now, it is at 0.011, right? Just over a penny. And in terms of my price predictions, I think anywhere in this green box right here is extremely possible. So basically anything from 6 cents to 20 cents, that'll be a 10x to a 28x from today's price. Now, that'll be a $4 billion to a $13 billion Turbo in terms of its market cap. And I think all that is very possible, especially with that Coinbase listing that is now guaranteed. Now going into this yellow zone, this would require some chips to fall into place, right? This requires this AI meme coin sector to really take off. And if Turbo was this #1 AI meme coin, which it is now, and I believe it's going to be in the future, then I can definitely see $20 billion to $50 billion market cap, which would be a 31-cent Turbo to a 78-cent Turbo, right? 44x to 111x. I think that is very, very possible if the chips fall into place. Where's the money flowing? Well, money right now is all flowing into Ethereum and Base. So you're going to see Bitcoin money flow into Turbo, Solana money flow into Turbo. You're going to see your large caps flow into Turbo. You're going to see Ethereum flow into Turbo, right? People are going to swap Ethereum to Turbo. And right now, I believe you're still early, right? Turbo has still not broken its all-time highs. If you take a look, right, it's probably going to consolidate at these all-time highs for a little bit. So hey, perhaps that's probably the last time to pick it up. If you're interested in more content, make sure to join the Patreon below. This Patreon enables you to get all of these benefits like private Discord access and much more. We have an active Discord community, and as you guys can see, we've already had some really great callouts in these first 2 weeks. Right? We called out Aerobud, we called out Ski Mask, we called out Morpho, and right now a lot of these other calls like Turbo is still gaining a lot of traction. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.